Thank you. Absolutely happy to be here. I would like to talk about mankind's biggest challenge for the next decade. And actually, in my opinion, this is not Brexit, this is not Donald Trump, but this is global food production. And I mean, this is only logical if we think of our population is rising and that we will be 10 billion people by 2050. And at the same time, we also need to produce 70% more food by 2050, in particular in regions like Africa or Asia. But the question is, how do we gonna achieve this? And at Plantix, we believe we can only achieve this if we support small-scale farmers. And we talk about a lot of small-scale farmers. We talk about more than 500 million farms out there. And this is actually also the next billion who will get access to internet via smartphones. So that's why we created Plantix, a smartphone application to support small-scale farmers. And already today, we are the biggest agriculture app worldwide. But before we go deeper into Plantix, let's talk about why we believe supporting small-scale farmers will solve these problems. So if you compare Western farmers with small-scale farmers, you see that Western farmers are already producing at their optimum. So there's not that much space to increase the harvest. But small-scale farmers, they can. So they have the potential to even triple their harvest. And there are many reasons. So one is like they, most of the time, not using the best cultivation methods, they don't get the right products, and they have often enough problems to identify problems on the field, like plant diseases, pests, or nutrient deficiencies. Actually, 30% of the worldwide harvest is lost due to pests and plant diseases every year. So this is our idea was born on. So imagine how cool would it be? You take a smartphone, you just need to snap an image, and within seconds, you know what is your problem and how can you treat it. That's actually what we do with Plantix. We use AI, machine learning, and image recognition to train algorithms to identify plant damages. We can already identify more than 500 different damages on 50 crops and millions of users using this core feature of Plantix to identify the problem. So we get more than 30,000 pictures every day from our users, which helps us to create the biggest database worldwide with more than 15 million pictures. But to be super honest, this is not enough to just identify problems and give advisory. In the end, you need to make sure that the farmer gets the right product. And therefore, we need to look into the agri-supply chain in general. So we start with the farmer. The farmer goes to his local retailer. And I mean, when we talk about retailers, we talk about mom and pop shops, which are not bigger than 30 square meters in this case, right? So he shows up with a leaf in his hand and asks the retailer for the solution. But most of the times, the remedy he gets is actually wrong. And I mean, you can imagine this, right? Even the governments are stating 50% of the purchased products are wrong. And fair enough, the retailer also has his problems, right? He needs to get his products from the producer, but in between, there are distributors, wholesalers, middlemen, and eventually he gets the product from the producer. They are sitting in the big cities. They don't know what happened with the product on retailer level or on farmer level. So they are producing blind, and therefore overproduce. And then in the end, they need to take back all the products. This is not good for the environment, but also not good for the profit. And that's why we, with Plantix, want to start a revolution in this agriculture supply chain. So we already support farmers, millions of farmers, to increase their productivity. Actually, we give advice and we get back data. We know what happens on the ground in real time. We know what they are growing, we know what kind of problems they are facing, and we know how diseases are spreading across regions. And so it's not far-fetched that we will be able to really calculate the quality and quantity of harvests across countries. In the next step, and to get our feet on the ground, we integrate the retailer in our ecosystem. So you can imagine like an online doctor-pharmacy relationship between them. So we advise the farmer, we give them a solution and a prescription. With this prescription, we send him to his local retailer to make sure that he really gets the right product. And so we exchange data with both the farmer and the retailer, but the goods are still going the old way from the retailer to the farmer. But if we extend our data exchange also to the input providers, to the input producers, then we make the whole value chain transparent, and we can see or help to make it more effective. So in the end, we are not, or that's what we call a smart agri-ecosystem in the end. And I mean, we are making definitely sure that the products are steered, in this case, to us. This not only makes farmer and retailers happy, but also our investors again. So we believe that this revolution will happen in India first. And we are really excited, and I will walk you through the progress, what we did so far to build up our ecosystem. So we are really happy about how Plantix developed in India. Every red dot you see here is a picture we got from our users. So Plantix has really taken off in India, and we have more than 1 million users already in India. And this makes us the market leader for sure there. In the next months, we integrated the retailer. So 600 are already onboarded within 4 months, which makes us the leading network of retailers already. This is the base to actually reach out to the producers and making sure that we have set up our network by next season in India. So let me finish with the next slide. Some of you may know the quote, "Software will eat the world with your support." We say Plantix will feed the world. Thank you very much.